Greetings, pet lovers. Bridget here with First Street Pets, and today we're going to talk about the Fi GPS dog tracking collar. GPS has been available to the public for some time now, starting with expensive units like the Garmin's that people would use for navigation in the car or for hiking in the backcountry. In today's world, GPS is widely available and it comes pre-installed with every cell phone and in pretty much every new vehicle. So with GPS affordable and easy to use, dog owners are looking for ways to use it to keep their dogs from becoming lost. So how do dog GPS collars work? Well, it's very similar to the GPS on your phone. Typically, there is a unit that you put on the dog and you download an app to your phone which controls all the settings. Some cool features include setting a perimeter around your property or someone else's property if you're visiting that will alert you when the dog leaves that area. There's no more need for putting wires or any other kind of physical markers on the actual property. All you have to do is use Google Maps, draw a circle around the area, and away you go. You can check this app at any time to see the location of your dog. If they're at home, that's probably where they'll be, or maybe they're out on a walk with a dog walker or at a friend's house. It's really cool to be able to check that at any time or to get a notification if they leave the area where they are expected to be. The Fi app also has what's called a lost dog mode. So if your dog does go missing, you can activate that mode. It will give you an exact pinpointed location on your phone so you can more quickly find your dog. Now, this isn't necessary for everyday use because you know where your dog is. This feature will drain the battery quickly, but hopefully you're only going to use it for a short time until you get your dog back home. The Fi company was founded in 2017 by CEO Jonathan Bersamon and CTO Lauren Kirkaby. And these were two folks working in other tech industries like Square and Nest. According to his bio, Bersamon was looking for a way to keep his German Shepherd safe while out with a dog walker or loose in the yard while he was busy working. He became frustrated when he was researching the GPS units available at the time because most have a really short battery life, at least they did back then, 8 years ago, and had to be recharged very frequently like a mobile phone. In fact, I knew someone who had one of the first-gen dog collars, and they pretty much had to plug it in every night. So while it worked, it was still impractical. So the founders of Fi got to work, found investors, and were able to create a collar that was released on the market in 2019 that has all the features dog owners want, plus a long battery life. It can go up to a month without a charge as long as you are at home near a base station and not using that lost dog mode or the GPS mode while traveling. Users, including myself, report good customer service from this company. And Fi does continue to respond to requests and make improvements to the product. In fact, the current generation of the collar is called Series 3 and works even better than the original. So how does the battery life work? This is kind of an important feature that everyone wants to know. So basically, when you're at home, you have a little base station, you put the collar on it, it actually charges on the base station, so it's dual purpose. And that base station also connects with your Wi-Fi at home. So the collar isn't with the cellular GPS signal. It's just connected to your Wi-Fi at home. However, when your dog leaves that area and is no longer connected to the home base Wi-Fi, they will be on a cellular signal just like your cellular phone would be. So when you're away from home, the battery will drain faster, but it still does last quite a long time. I have been traveling on the road, I have been camping, and it will still last for more than a week, even in GPS mode all the time. So as far as the service area, like any of these devices, it does have to be connected to some sort of service in order to work. The Fi collar uses a cellular network to stay connected, which unfortunately means if you are camping in an area without a signal, which I have experienced this, or if the signal is just really spotty where you live, it might not work. I wish I knew of any collar that did, but as of today, I continue to do research, but I don't know of any collar that works better than the Fi as far as staying connected. As I mentioned already, it will also connect with your Wi-Fi. So as long as you're near a Wi-Fi signal at home or one that you can connect with or a cell signal, the collar will work. But if you're in a total dead zone, it doesn't have anything to connect with, so it will not work. This is a bummer, but I think it's pretty much true for any of the collars. I am doing some more research. I have seen some claims that they don't need to have a connection, but I think what that means is that they're just Bluetoothing with your phone, which is fine, but that doesn't work for a very large area. That's basically like those little trackers that find your keys and things around the house. But if your dog is a mile away, the Bluetooth won't help you. The Fi collar does require a subscription, as do many of the GPS collars. I do think it is worth it for the service that you get. You have 24-hour customer service. You can call, you can send a message through their website, and the service does work 24/7. Right now, as of today, it costs about $19 a month. At the most, it's less if you buy a longer plan, like you commit to 6 months, a year, or 2 years. They're often having specials, like right now, which is October 2024. They're offering 1 to 3 months free service if you sign up today. So anytime you go on their website, you may see some specials. Also, if you use my link, which is in the description, they will give me some perks because I am an affiliate and a user of the collar, and they will give you $20 off your purchase of a new collar, plus at least 1 free month. So if you're thinking about buying this collar and you want to save some money, go ahead and click the link in the description. So as I mentioned, this unit comes with an app, and I really do like it. It's kind of a cool interface, it's easy to use, and it has features that are very practical. The main thing is I want to know where my dog is. I can look on the app and see where she is on the map, or it'll show the location if she's at home or another location that I've determined a safe zone, like a pet sitter's house. You can get a lot of different notifications depending on what you want. I've set mine to send me a push notification if she leaves any of her safety zones. So this can be really helpful if you work away from home and your dog maybe gets out of the yard or something like that goes wrong. You won't have to wait till you get home to realize that this has happened. You'll know right away that your dog has gotten off the property. You can either leave work and go home or call a neighbor or friend to help you get your dog back safely home. You can add additional users to your account, which is cool. For example, a pet sitter or dog walker. Maybe the dog will get away from that person, or they'll show up to your house and the dog is gone. So they can quickly go into the app and see where the dog is located. This especially makes me feel good if I'm traveling without my dog, because I could be far away and she goes missing. But if the sitter can find the dog, if the sitter can be contacted, then they can more quickly get her back home than trying to contact me if I could be out of town or even out of state. The app has some fun trackers like how much your dog sleeps and how many steps they take. I kind of like the walk tracker because I don't have any of those walking apps, but it shows me how far I also walked, and it kind of saves your little walk. So you can share it on social media or whatever. Fi also has its own little social media section where you can share pictures or videos with other users. It's kind of fun. You can compare your breeds. You can find other people with the same type of dog or just other fun stuff. It's just kind of a little fun feature that goes along with everything else in the app. As far as size and appearance of the unit, it is pretty small and light. I'm still not sure if it would work on a really tiny dog, but pretty much any large to medium dog or a stocky smaller dog like Jack Russell Terrier shouldn't have a problem. Little toy dogs, probably not. It's really only slightly bigger than an AirTag and much more effective. You can see my article and video on AirTags as pet ID and how effective they aren't. The Fi GPS tracker comes with a standard collar from the manufacturer. There's a few to choose from. They're pretty basic, but there are many aftermarket collars to choose from. There's a dizzying list that I was just looking through, and I just picked a few to talk about in this video, which are Stunt Puppy, which is available on Amazon. I've had a few of those. There's another one called Mimi Green and Hightail Hikes, and those look pretty nice. I'm going to include the links in my article connected to this video. I'm going to go ahead and check those out, maybe buy a couple of those collars. I'm looking for ones that are more sturdy, like beta biothane, because I hike a lot. My dog gets wet and dirty. So the cloth ones tend to look pretty bad after a while. So I'm looking for something that's a little higher grade and that can be easily washed and can stand up to our outdoorsy lifestyle. But in any case, there are many, many different aftermarket collars to choose from that fit your style, from nice and fancy for a house dog to rugged, made out of rope or biothane for your active hiker. I was looking for something to attach it to a harness, and I did find this unit. We can see that on the camera. It's pretty clunky though, so I never ended up using it. I was going to put it on a smaller dog. So there are some other accessories possibly available out there, but that's pretty clunky. I don't know if I'd want to use that. So to wrap it up, I've been using the Fi collar for going on 3 years now. I originally actually bought it for business. Well, I wanted to test it out for my videos and blog. And I also was doing pet sitting and dog daycare at the time. I wanted to put it on dogs that I was taking care of in case they got out and were lost and I wanted to be able to find them. So I had one and I gave one to someone who was working with me taking care of dogs in her home. When I stopped providing that service, I used it on my own puppy, Maya, and I really liked it ever since. It's well worth the cost for me for peace of mind, whether I'm at home and just busy working and doing stuff around town, or when I'm out of town with my dog that I might lose, or when I'm out of town without my dog, so I don't have to worry about where she is or if she's safe at home. The app is easy to use and has a lot of great features. The battery does last a really long time as advertised. And the unit is low profile and has a variety of options as far as color, sizes, and styles to suit my lifestyle. So overall, I would recommend purchasing this collar for your dog's GPS tracking. And if you wish to do so, click the link in the description. You will save $20 on the purchase of a new collar, and you will get at least one free month free by using my link. Thank you for watching.